What's up, guys? It's your girl Jayme here with Jacob.
This is Put It on Shuffle with
Yeah.
Jayme and Jakob.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? So, today we're gonna be talking about "I'm a Slave for You" by Britney Spears. As you may know already, we don't really talk about the song all that much in the episode. We kind of just let it guide us. And to make us talk a little more about the song, I thought we should do like a little segment where we look at a lyric and kind of just decipher it, pick it apart, like really go in on it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Like annotate it.
yeah, like
Man.
like write a whole essay on it. 3 points. So, do you want to read the lyric or should I? I guess I'll do it because you're looking at me. So this is a lyric from "I'm a Slave for You" by Britney Spears, and she says, "All you people look at me like I'm a little girl. Well, did you ever think it be okay for me to step into this world?"
Okay.
So there we have it.
That's it for today.
See you next time.
We'll let you guys decide.
Right. Send us your answers and then we'll read them.
Yeah.
No, so how do you feel about this? Because I kind of think, like, it's probably not because it's Britney Spears, but I think it's almost like a little bit of commentary on women in the world. Like, they're always, like, people are telling you, you can't do this, and then, like, well, do you ever think it's okay for me to be here? Something like that?
Yeah.
You know? I don't... Because I guess what Britney's saying, because this song is kind of about her love of dancing, and, like, people telling her she's too young and she can't, and so she's like, well, if you didn't want me to dance, then why would you make me a singer, you know?
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, well, what do you feel?
Can I read the lyric again?
Yeah, let me just pull it up.
Yeah, I really have to annotate that.
I completely closed the page, so it's gonna take me a little bit. I didn't think we needed
it was,
again. Here it is. It's that one. There.
Okay.
Welcome to our boring podcast.
I know,
now.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
It's okay. People aren't gonna judge you. Okay. People aren't even gonna hear this. We don't have parents.
People look at me like I'm a little girl. Well, did you ever think it would be okay for me to step into this? Okay, so how I see that more, like I had this idea whenever you first showed me that lyric, but I forgot. but I do see it now more as like being like a feminist thing, or like yeah, like all these like limitations on women.
Maybe I can't hear it.
Yeah.
The background noise. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, like I don't really know that song here. Let me see. I'm trying to think of it.
I didn't close it this time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this song, well, maybe it does, and I'm just bad at, like, reading into songs. I don't feel like it's more about feminism, and I don't know that much about Britney if she ever really was big into it. Like, she's a woman, so maybe. But, I definitely get that from this line, even if that's not what she was trying to say. But that doesn't mean it's not right. You know?
Yeah.
I think as long as it has meaning.
Yeah. Like, I feel like still to this day with my family, I still experience a lot of, like even though I am young, and I guess they're trying to be protective of me, but sometimes it gets to a point where I think it's just them being sexist, and it's not them. Like, I'm sure they're protecting me, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, like they're not letting you do stuff they let your brothers do or something.
Yeah, or like they're like harder on me and expect so much more.
That was a good fun first segment. I guess I never intended for this segment to be like fun or funny, but you know, we're trying to keep it real here and put it on shuffle.
What else does the song say?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted our first conversation to be about. which she's talking about like her passions and stuff that people are telling her, oh, you're too young for this, but she's still doing it anyway. She's like defying them. So like, what are some things that you've been passionate about ever since, like, forever?
Well, I'm very inconsistent. So like things I've been passionate about when I was younger, today I probably don't feel the same. Like I remember throughout middle school, I really wanted to be like a hairdresser. Like I haven't had my natural hair color since like 6th grade, which I'm growing it out now. This is it.
I know.
Yeah, and so I remember it was like Christmas and my grandparents were over, and then they're like saying, "Oh, my dad was telling them about like the good grades I get," which if he saw them now, no.
Too real, Jayme.
He was telling them about that, and and my aunt, who's actually a hairdresser, well, they had all asked me what I wanted to be when I was older, and I was like, oh, I wanted to be a hairdresser, and literally the whole room, like everyone laughed, and I was like I don't see what's so funny. Like even my aunt, who's a hairdresser, laughed, and I'm like, you're just insulting yourself. Like I feel like they thought I could do more. Like they want me to be like a doctor, like a lawyer, you know. But man,
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like, because I'm I don't want to sound like braggy or anything, but because I get like good grades and because I'm like kind of high up on my class rank and stuff, that people expect me more of me. Like they expect me to do something like with math or with science or English, or I guess one of those jobs that people think smart people should do.
like a state.
Yeah, like a stable job or something like that. And I really just want to be like in graphic design and doing advertisements and logos and stuff. I think that's fun. That's what I like to do. I really like to do art stuff. And like some a lot of, well, mixing up my words, but some people, um like, I guess my closer, more immediate family are more critical, like, you have high grades, you shouldn't do this. But then like when they tell me like bring my art and stuff to like family stuff and to show people, and they're always like, oh, you should definitely do stuff with art because like this looks good. And so I'm like, I don't know what the people really want from me. So because i'm I've definitely been told like, oh, with your good grades, going into art is a waste, like, for you. And but like, I don't care, like, fuck them. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be a chemist or physician just because, I mean, I don't even know a practical job for some of this stuff. They're like, oh, you're good at math, you should be a math job. And I'm like, what the fuck is a math job? Like, engineer? Because, bitch, that everyone's being an engineer. Have you heard people?
Yeah.
People like, people need engineers. And I'm like, not when I graduate, they won't. But anyways, past stuff I've been passionate about.
One Direction.
That's you.
Yeah. Not anymore. No.
Just Harry. I mean, I haven't even always been passionate about art. That's just kind of like a new thing. Well, not like super new to where like what I want to do is like ill-advised, but like in middle school you had to choose whether you want to do art, band, theater, or choir, and those other three sounded boring and lame. So I was like, I'll do art, and like that was always one of your periods, was like whatever one you chose at first. So I just stayed in art all throughout middle school, and then I guess I just stuck with it in high school because I didn't know what else to take. And now here I am. So I guess it's just kind of grown on me, but I haven't always been passionate about it. I don't really, like you said, you change all the time.
Yeah.
And I know there are definitely people that like have one thing and they stick to it always. Yeah, good fucking luck.
What is it?
What's it like? Please tell me. What's it like to be stable? But yeah, I can't Maybe this is a bad idea to do this as a podcast because we
No, I
don't
have
have
a
anything.
lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm like waiting.
Oh, you're just waiting? Okay, well then I'll get through this quick.
No, you go ahead. Take your time.
I just like stuff I'm passionate about. I've always liked video games. I don't know if that's really passionate, but like
Yeah.
that sort of puzzle solving type stuff. I really like puzzles, and I'm passionate about puzzles. Next week, hear me talking about my scrapbooking collection. But I really like the sort of stuff that like tests your like what's it called, critical thinking and thinking of interesting ways to solve stuff. I'm really into that. So I don't know if that falls into the passionate about category. Yeah. But
what you're passionate about?
Yeah. What about you? You said you had a lot.
Oh, well,
I'll let you do some.
Right now, the main one I can think of when I was like, we're doing this when we were younger.
I mean, whenever. I was trying to think of younger stuff, but I just couldn't.
Cause like I had
repressed it too much.
Oh, I had so many passions when I was younger, but now it's like so little.
Now it's like I can't drive myself to do anything.
I know. But yeah, like one of my passions was like making films. Like.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, my brother and I. That sounds like a candle. Okay, my brother and I, we would do like.
So confused.
We would do like music videos, like, and sometimes whenever my friends would come over, like the only thing I would want to do was film. Like even I hated being the actor, but I loved being like the filming. Like if they touched my camera, I would have been so
like,
salty.
Like directing?
Yes. Or yeah, that's it, right?
I think so.
And I loved editing everything, and it was so satisfying.
Oh yeah. I guess I've always liked making films too. I mean, when I was little, I guess I wasn't like it like you were, but whenever like in class they were like, "Oh, make an iMovie." I always went all out. People would turn in half-assed iMovies, and I was like, I was always just like, "Oh no, I'm scripting this bitch."
Yeah.
And I would always have bloopers, and people would love them.
Oh.
Because bloopers are great. But this one time, 5th grade, we had to create a product and then create a commercial for it in our science class. It had to be a functioning product. Like what? We're like 10.
Yeah, 9.
9?
No, I don't know.
I have no clue. 8? No.
10.
10. 11 maybe? It was the end of the year.
11.
Okay, we'll say 11. It's not even important to the story. But anyways, I had because I had a hamster. I can't remember its name. I think, no. Oh god, I'm forgetting a whole ass hamster. Because I remember my first one was Max, and my last one was Cranston. I know it's a weird name. I don't know where I even got it, but that was Cranston. Oh god, I feel like shit. I'm sorry, hamster. I'm sure I loved you. But I was always, because his nails were so long, so I glued like a nail file to the center of a hamster wheel, and I called it the hamster wheel file.
Oh my god.
And they probably have long nails for a reason, but I was just like, nah, this way he won't scratch me when I hold it. But I had bloopers in that one, and there were some good bloopers. But this other bitch, we'll call him, what's a bitch's name? Bran? Bran.
Raisin Bran.
We'll call him Raisin Bran.
Daniel.
Daniel. We'll call him Raisin Bran. His bloopers were so scripted and like fake, and they weren't even funny, but everyone laughed at him, and I felt like he just overshadowed my great bloopers because he came on after me.
Oh.
And I was like, well, now people don't care about my bloopers. But then like this one kid was like, just for the record, I liked yours better than Raisin Bran's. And I was like, thanks. You a real one. I hated that kid though. Not Raisin Bran, the kid who told me he liked him. He was really annoying. But thanks, you were so sweet for telling me that. He was like, I was gonna say he was like nice, but no, we hate him because he was mean. He like had a short temper. That's not what this podcast is about. But yeah, and then like recently in high school we've done 9th grade I had to do an iMovie that was like a trailer for the AP class I took, because she was like, so I could show it to the freshmen, so to get them to like sign on, and we did like an Alice in Wonderland parody. Well, every people were just like, "This is how you take an outline. This is how you should study for the class." And I was like, "Nah, bitch, we're Alice in Wonderland here." And then last year we did an Office parody for physics.
Yes, like I remember whenever he told us, or our teacher told us that we were gonna do a video project. I was like on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been the one editing my stuff because everyone else in my group is like lazy or doesn't want to, or I've just taken the video on my phone and I'll just like, oh, I'll do it because I don't trust other bitches to edit me. You know what I'm saying? But so I've always liked doing that, and I think making videos is fun. But I don't like people on YouTube. Like a lot of them say like they really like making videos, but I don't think I like it in that way. I like doing more like skit
Yeah,
like parody
comedy.
stuff. Yeah, but I like I said, I never really have inspiration or ideas for stuff. Well, like I'm I do have ideas and inspiration in some things, but like I'm doing AP art and my concentration I've chosen is the Chinese zodiac. Like I want to depict each of them, each of the different signs. And it's really hard for me to conceptualize and think of something that'll represent it and also like look good and be strong compositionally, and it's just a lot. And I've been spending all my time on that because I have like 12 other pieces I'm supposed to aside from those, and I'm just I can't. I have ideas for the other stuff, but that's not as important as the concentration because I want to do that because I don't have ideas for it, so I'm like making myself do it first, and it's just so hard. I don't know where to go, but I don't know. Anyways, you have more passions to talk about.
Oh no! Still on that film one, like I'm like 5 years apart from my youngest sibling, I guess. Well, I'm the youngest, but really, no, go ahead. It's gonna distract. But I'll just look away.
I'll take it down. I put up a picture on my laptop that we're recording is on.
Okay, you can do it.
I'll talk about it later.
What was I saying?
Your brother and you are different ages.
Oh yeah. Wait, no. Okay, so yeah, like as he grew up, I was always like by myself, so like I was kind of used to it. So like I had all these ideas to make like short or just whistled. I'm sorry. These short films, but I never really had anyone that wanted to be in it. And like I made this short film with myself, and I lost the footage, which sucks. But it was so dumb, and I just hate being the actor in it too. So I also really love writing. Like I created so many books and short stories. Like man, you don't even know. No.
Yeah, like I found recently, like I'm really into like a bunch of different like creative stuff. Like I want to like write songs and stuff or make songs, and I've always really liked writing. I don't know if I'm any good at it, but like I always create like giant like complex stories in my head that I'm like, oh, I should definitely write this down, make it a book, it'd be interesting. But instead, I just kind of like think about it a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And like art, I still do it, but I haven't been able to do some of the stuff I had ideas about because I need to focus on my AP stuff. And like yeah, making movies and short films I wanted to do. There's just so much I want to do, and then I get home and I'm just like, I'll just lay here and not do anything. That sounds like a good use of my time.
And I have to work and then like cook.
Oh yeah.
It's rough.
I feel like I want to do so much, but like I don't want to actually like have to do it, you know? I want to do it and be doing it, but I don't want to start it.
Yeah.
I want to start already halfway done.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because like I've also wanted to like make like sculptures and clay stuff because I have like that oven baked clay, and I used to make like little stuff with it, and it was fun. So I wanted to like do that again, and I wanted to try to make stuffed animals because I know it sounds weird, but like I like collecting Pokemon stuffed animals, and I just always have, so I don't really know why. But like a lot of them, like they don't make anymore, or they're just expensive. Yeah. So, like if I could make my own, I mean I have to buy the stuff, but then I could make my own and won't have to worry about them not having it or stuff like that. And then I could sell them on Etsy and get that money.
I'm gonna
Get
making
money.
What else? I was also really like into computer games. Like I remember in elementary and middle school, or in middle school we took that class, that typing class.
Oh, like the one with Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. And he never made us do anything.
Yeah. Well, we always did that like writing.
It was
program.
always the same website.
Yeah.
Every day he would make us go on a website, find a career that we would be interested in.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Are we talking about a different class?
Yeah.
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
That typing class in 6th grade.
That was a long time ago. I do remember taking a typing class.
Well, yeah, it was that typing class.
But anyways, the typing class I was talking about was so boring.
Yeah, that was
awful.
Oh yeah, but and every day we would get on this like typing program, and like I was like, not to toot my own horn, but I would be so advanced. Like, I remember the first lesson we did, I finished, and everybody else was like, you know, they're like typing so slow, and I'm like, how do you not know? But like I'm like, shit, Jayme.
Yeah, like I remember I took a typing class. I think this was elementary school. I mean, I might have took one in 6th grade if you did, but I remember how they showed you to hold your hands on the keyboard,
yeah, it was that
like
one.
with the F and the J, and that's good. They have the little lines there, and you want to use your left hand for these keys and your right hand for these keys. And I used to be really good at typing because I took that, and nowadays I'm just like typing with one hand while laying down. But so I just feel like I've gotten a little worse at it, and I'm trying to. My mom knows where all the keys are, like by heart on the keyboard, because she used to do typewriter. I guess it's like the same thing because she had to be like looking out. She was like looking at notes while she had to copy them down typing. That's when she was in school, so that's why she knows that. So like she's like really fast and stuff. So I used to make her type my papers because like you could do it faster. So I'll just tell you what to type.
I think I could do that, but not now. But like I need practice.
Yeah, I would want to do that. I think that's cool. Because I think like typing fast is interesting. I don't know why. That's so like dumb. Like
no, it's.
But it's like, oh hey, what are your secret talents? Like I can type 100 words a minute.
Yeah, like when I was
Maybe
younger.
that does sound impressive, but it might not be.
I don't know actually.
All the words are A.
Only 100 now.
I didn't say I'm good at typing.
I remember my brother and we would like go on this website and we would just like type out stories because it was, I don't know, typing was just so fun for us. Like we would just see how long it would take us to type the story, and we had to be accurate or else it wouldn't like send or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I would play like Wizard 101, Toontown, and you would need to type in those games to talk to people. And so like if you type slow, like it won't. Yeah. It's an online game, so you had to like type fast
to get their attention.
Yeah. So that's how I like learned how to type fast.
Yeah. Whenever I was writing stories, it wasn't really like on Word. It was like with pencil, but like we used to have these like dollar store that like buy your own book, and it was like just blank pages and you just fill it out. It was like for kids. But my handwriting's so bad. I should really just type stuff. Like it's not actually that. People always tell me it's bad, but I think that's just because I've given up and I'm trying to write fast whenever I'm taking notes. I'm like, hey, can I see your notes? And I'm like, sure. I don't know if you'll understand it because like I do abbreviations and I'm just writing really fast because those teachers go quick.
Yeah.
So can you change your handwriting? Like make it better? Like I know it, like people say it's like your fingerprint, like everyone's writing is kind of unique to them. But like, because I have changed the way I do some things. Like Y I used to do like the line, and now I do kind of like a swoop and then another swoop.
Me too.
Yeah, and like K I used to do like 3 lines, and now I do kind of like a H and then 1 line, cause it's just quicker.
I used to do my 7s really weird. They would be like a line, or it would be hard for you guys, but it was like that. Yeah, it was like...
I don't know what you did.
Okay, I would like...
Here, let me...
Oh. Yeah, I used to do this...
Here, just use the trackpad and draw it on the computer.
Weird way. And then, like, my teacher was like, what are those? And I'm like, they're just 7s.
Oh, so... Okay, so it's like... Imagine a 7, like with nothing else. and then it has a little line coming down from the tip and a little line through the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I changed my 7s to look like that because I thought they looked fancier.
Yeah, I used to do them like that, and I remember my math teacher was like, "Stop." She told me to stop writing them like
Wow,
that.
what a
So
jerk.
I stopped.
I don't think I've ever been told to, like, stop writing something some way.
Really? That was
No.
the only time.
Who's
Who yelling?
who's screaming outside our office? What else do I like? Those online games like Wizard 101 you said? I was into Wizard 101. I would always like remake my character so I could be the different houses.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one I settled on. It was probably Ice, knowing
Mine was
me.
always fire.
Yeah, I always liked the balance one, but I was like, who's actually gonna choose this? This is like the boring. Like, why does it sound so boring?
I know.
But my brother would always play RuneScape, but I was just like, I was not good at RuneScape. I don't really remember too much of it. I just remember it was like too realistic and like fighting. Like I wasn't any good. I don't think I ever played Toontown. I know you lose your shit for Toontown.
Yes. I think I played Toontown for like a good 10 years, if I'm honest.
She's playing it right now.
No. My laptop is broken, so I can't. I still haven't gotten it fixed.
Why not?
Because no one takes me and I forget.
You have a car now. You can go.
I can't drive.
Okay, and
I know they made like this technology fixing-
self-driving cars.
No.
No.
This like technology fixing place. I don't know.
Oh, I just go to the Geek Squad at the Best Buy.
And you need money for that, so.
Do you?
To fix it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, to fix it, to just have them look at it. Do you?
I don't know.
I don't either. It's been so long since I've been to the Geek Squad.
I used to play Toontown and The Sims all the time.
Oh god, I love The Sims now. Like I never had it back then, so it's not like I didn't used to like it. I feel like I have like an in and off thing with The Sims because like I'll be playing it for a while and then I'll be like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just doing the same stuff. But I used to use cheats on it just to like.
Yeah.
But like now I'm trying to do it without any cheats. And this girl, my sim, her name is Trashly. She's great. I love her. She had one baby with a guy, but then they broke up, so now she was like a single mom for a while. And then she got pregnant again, and then they broke up while she was pregnant, and then she had triplets. And she's a one-income house with a child and 3 babies. That game got real hard real quick. But I found a thing out. Well, I think it was just because my computer's like old and slow. But if I didn't tell the nanny that I hired to like take care of the babies, I wasn't like, if I didn't tell him like, oh hey, you can go home, like your job's done, then he would just never leave.
Yeah.
Because I think the nanny's supposed to leave like after 24 hours or something. I'm not sure, but I think they're supposed to, and mine just never did. But whenever I like dismissed, it would charge me the full amount. So it's like, if I just never dismiss this nanny, I won't have to pay till I have money to pay it. So that was like the game plan with Trashly. She still has a story going on. She's got more to her. She's been through a lot.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But anyways, do you have anything else you want to talk about passions? Because I think, I mean...
Well, I guess my passion now are animals.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of want to be, like, the next Jane Goodall. But, like, I don't know.
Jayme Goodall?
Yeah, Jayme something. Or, like, Steve. I just met everywhere. Steve Irwin. But it's, like, I like all animals, but some animals... Well, a lot of animals scare me.
Oh, yeah, like that alpaca that bit you?
No, it was a camel.
Oh.
It didn't scare me, obviously. But...
You should have been.
No, yeah, a camel bit me.
Camel bit me? Not clickbait?
Oh, right. Story time.
Right.
That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, like, fish scare me.
Oh, yeah, you have that whole thing about underwater animals.
Yeah, but we watched that documentary.
Blackfish?
Yeah. No, that documentary.
Oh, the dolphins one.
Yeah. And I wasn't too scared because I was more scared of the people killing them.
Yeah,
So.
that was... Oof. Japan. I thought you were cool.
No, so cool.
I mean, yeah, that one place isn't. They killing all the dolphins. Yeah. I like animals. They alright. Have one. His name Ludwig.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Pudge died. I got a new pufferfish. He's living. He seems happy. I hope he's happy. I don't really know how to gauge fish happiness. You think of a name for him though. I still haven't because I was
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes they like the stores don't really they keep them way too like packed together and in too small of a tank. These fish are like lone fish and they like big spaces to go around, but they don't have them like that. So sometimes when you get them, they just don't live, and because they also don't know how to eat the food they're supposed to, because they're supposed to eat they're supposed to eat meat or live stuff. So we give them like frozen shrimp, like little shrimp, not like just like a whole shrimp. And sometimes they don't know how to eat it because they don't feed them that at the stores. So sometimes they just don't live, and so I don't like to name them as soon as I get them. So, but now it's been like over a month, so I really should think of a name for this one.
Yeah, like as a kid, I wouldn't talk to people. I would just like want to be with animals.
Yeah.
I used to catch like crickets and grasshoppers and just like.
Oh yeah, I used to like collecting bugs too. We have like little bug kits. I used to go around my house, my old house. I don't know why it did this, but like sometimes, like maybe every other week, it would just be if you walked around, it was like a brick house. There were just tons of snails all over the walls, and I would like pick them off and put them in buckets, and they would be my snails now. I don't even know what we did with them. I think I just picked them into the bucket, and then that was it. I think I just wanted to be with the snails.
Oh.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about passions. You?
Well, you can pause it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're gonna have a game ready to play with you guys.
What?
Yeah, the game. Well, not with you guys. It's with us. But you guys get to watch us play, which is almost as good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can't watch it.
Okay.
You can imagine what we look like. We're both super hot and ripped. Both slim, thick. Like you would definitely smash. Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back. So, since we're talking about I'm a Slave for You by Britney Spears, we had this idea to play a little game. What should we call it? Balls?
No, I said pause.
Oh, pause.
Pause it.
What
should we call it?
It doesn't need a name. We'll call it I'm a Slave for You. This has not been scripted. We're going to call it I'm a Slave for You. So basically the idea for this game was we're going to, we have some celebrities and just some people picked out, and we're going to say what we would do for them. Like, I didn't want to say, like, would we be their slave or not? Because I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm not being no slave.
Yeah, not for anyone. But maybe, like, what we do for them. Like, what's the most we would do for them? You know? So, Jayme, what would you do for Harry Styles? Because I know he's your boy.
What would I do for him?
What wouldn't I do?
I wouldn't do no toe fetish.
That's so specific.
Okay, what would I do for Harry Styles? Okay, because, like, I'm an independent woman. So, like, I would never give up veganism. Wait, whatever. I would never give up veganism for anyone. Right? But I wouldn't, yeah.
So what would you do for him?
Anything.
Wow.
No. What would you do for Harry Styles? Give me some ideas.
See, I don't know him that well. Like, don't know much about him. I just kind of know what he looked like. And I know what, I don't really even know his music.
That's good.
I know Sign of the Times. So, what I do for him? I would buy him dinner, and then
Yes.
I would drive for him, so he doesn't have to, you know.
Chauffeur.
Yeah, I'll be a chauffeur, and also I guess I'll pay for dinner. Like, I know that he definitely can, but I will. I gotta treat him right. He's probably too used to paying for himself.
I would write a song
Wow. You could say you would. I really hope they can't hear our whispers. Good thing we don't have fancy mics.
I would get... No, I don't want to say that on the podcast. I don't want to say that on the podcast.
Jesus.
Pretty much, I would do a lot of things for Harry Styles. You name it. No.
Okay, but
Don't tell
like,
me.
what's the most you would do for him?
The most?
Don't give me that look. Shoot.
See, I have so many. The most I would do for Harry Styles.
I guess we could come back to you while you're in your daydreaming. Okay. So I chose last one. You can choose this one.
Okay. I like that, Patrick. Okay. What would you do for Patrick Star?
The character from SpongeBob, not the makeup guru.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, isn't that Jeffree Star?
Wait, is it? Wait, maybe there's both.
It's Jeffree Star.
So what I would do for Patrick Star is I would do his makeup up nice, and then I'd get him started on YouTube.
Patrick Star?
Patrick Star. So he could come for Jeffree Star. Like, Jeffree needs some competition.
Patrick Star, the music,
the makeup
guru.
artist. So what'd you do for Patrick?
Honestly, the most I would do for Patrick, probably cook something for him.
Well, what would you cook him?
Whatever he wants. No, something
Ooh,
vegan. Vegan, whatever he
what
wants.
does starfish eat? Did you say nut? Jayme, what are you doing with starfish?
No. I don't know what they eat.
He talks about mayonnaise a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know him. I guess I'll just cook for him. Like,
Okay.
I know he's a hungry boy.
Like a nice meal.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll say what would you do for Stop trying to give me put your notes away. What would you do for Kanye West? The most you would do for him.
Be in his music video.
Wow.
I guess that's kind of like something for me, but nothing.
The most I would do for him is go out and like rip up a t-shirt so he can sell it as a Yeezy.
Oh my god. The most I would do for him is...
Wait, is Yeezy his brand or just the shoes?
Probably his brand.
I hope so.
I would probably babysit his kids one time.
He has kids.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Just one time.
Just once.
Yeah. Or if they're cool, maybe a couple times. Or if they pay well.
Ooh,
that could be my
if
job.
they pay well, shoot. I mean, it's Kanye and Kim. Like, are they gonna pay bad? They got 2 kids. Ooh, yeah. You know what? And you'd get to be in that nice house too, probably.
I know.
I don't even know what the house
I'll
looks like. I just assume it's
right.
nice, right? Ooh, Kanye. Let me babysit them kids. So, who's next? What are we gonna do stuff for? You have a list, Jayme.
I don't like it.
Okay, well, just choose someone.
even though they did. No. Okay.
Who?
Jacob.
Me?
No. What would you do for Pennywise?
Pennywise the clown.
Not the actor, but Pennywise.
Just the clown.
Yeah, the clown.
Oh, girl.
Ew.
No, I'm joking. What? I haven't seen It.
Oh.
But
Sorry.
it's okay. I knew kind of a little bit about him. You know what I would do for Pennywise? I would throw him a dance party because he's got some moves.
He does. He got the moves.
He got
Big
a...
Sean. The song. Okay.
What'd you do for Big Sean?
Oh no.
What would you do for Pennywise? Because I know how you feel about Bill Skarsgård.
I'm talking about Pennywise, not Bill Skarsgård.
It's the same thing under that white makeup.
Okay, for Bill Skarsgård, I would learn his home country's language.
Where's he from?
Sweden. I would learn Swedish for him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What about Pennywise?
I'll probably give him a kick. Pepper spray to the face. Get out of here, clown.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't feed him anything. I'll feed him a vegan meal. Make him turn vegan. Stop eating those kids.
He eats kids?
I don't know what he does with kids. He does something with kids.
Wow, Pennywise, shoot, what are you doing?
I know.
It's creepy.
Right? I don't know what he does with those kids, but he does some stuff.
Okay, my turn. What would you do for Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
You're so cute. What would I do? I would tell him he's a good boy. Give him a little pat on the head. You know, I would probably...
Are you gonna light up with Scooby-Dooby? Like the Scooby-Dooby.
With him and Shaggy. I would take him to the park. Do whatever he wants. You know?
Do whatever Scoobies do.
Yeah. What would you do?
I think with Scooby-Doo, I would buy him a costume so he could be the monster.
That sounds great.
Right? Like, imagine, they're like, oh, they caught Scooby. And they're like, let's see who's under this mask. And it's Scooby. And he's like,
wait, why was that so accurate?
I miss Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Like the cartoon.
Yeah.
They had, like, that real one, like, recently. I mean, not recently, but it was the most recent one.
The movie or the show?
It was the show, it, like, got serious. They had, like, a plot line that continued. I think people were dying. I might be making all this up, to be honest. I didn't really watch it that much, because I was falling out of TV at that point. So, who's next?
What would you do for Shrek?
Oh, God. Shrek. Oh, God, he has so many layers. Oh, I think for Shrek, that big hunk of ogre.
Ew!
I think I would, I think I'd sew a unique outfit for each one of his children. God. Do you know their names?
No.
Do they have names?
Probably Shrek Jr.
Hey Siri, what are Shrek's kids' names?
It's Felicia, Farkle, and Fergus.
Siri knew. Siri was like, you talking about Shrek? Felicia, Farkle, and Fergus.
No, they're cute.
She said, "Nah, they're cute," and then looked at me and shook her head. No. So what would you do for Shrek?
He wouldn't want anything from me. He doesn't want anything from anyone except Fiona.
So what would you do for him?
I would probably... I would buy him some onions. Because I know he likes onions.
Does he like onions, or does he just like onions? Is he just like onions, or does he like onions?
I was thinking it was a Grinch.
Why does the Grinch like onions?
You haven't seen the movie?
The real one? The real people one? No, I haven't.
Oh, well, he bites an onion. Yeah.
So wait, you thought Shrek was the Grinch
No,
this whole time?
No, I thought Shrek was the one that ate the onion, but it was the Grinch.
Oh, I was like, you
Okay.
thought the Grinch was married to Fiona?
No. Okay, anyways, back to Shrek. Man, my life has been blown. Yeah, it was just that quote he said. He didn't.
Yeah,
he never
just...
eats an onion, huh?
I haven't seen him eat an onion. I don't think I've seen him eat anything.
You're right.
Watch us be completely wrong.
Yeah. I would. I would say I would like clean him because I know he's like kind of dirty, but
Maybe
I think
just
he
clean
likes
his
it.
house.
Yeah, I'll clean. I'll clean his house. We're gonna settle it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as big as him. That boy thick. Okay, so what would you do for Hannah Montana? Not Miley Cyrus. Hannah Montana. I would snatch her weave personally. I would expose her on stage. Hate lying bitches. Like, just be real with us. Like, I didn't see the movie. Apparently she came clean.
Really?
I didn't see it. I don't have a closure. Apparently. When they did the hoedown throwdown. I just know. Do the hoedown. Throw down. Do the hoedown. Throw down. Na-na-na. Let the rain. Lean it down and snap 3 times. Like
No
a
idea.
na-na-na. Na-na-na. I don't really know the words either, but I saw the commercials for it on Disney Channel. Apparently she came clean, and that was like a big thing.
Dang.
Still snatch her weave, though.
Yeah. I would probably help her be more secretive.
Is that a fucking deer?
In her studio.
Oh my god. There's a deer in our studio. How did it get in here? Look, it's moving. It is a deer.
Where?
Towards that tree that we can see outside of the window from our studio because we have a nice studio. You don't see it?
No.
See that tree outside the window from our
That
studio? No, the left. The left tree.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, there's a deer back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I
my
see
god, I can't believe it's so close to the studio. What are we talking about? Hannah Montana?
Oh, yeah.
What would you do for her?
Oh, I would help her be secretive. Because I know what it feels... I know what it feels like to be fake.
Me, snatch your wig. I'll help her hide.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. I would help her hide. Yeah. Oh. Jacob. What would you do for Goofy?
Wake me up. Oh, that Goofy.
Goofy.
Put your Goofy down. Bow. Oh, what would I do for Goofy? I'm just so overwhelmed with the possibilities. What would I do for Goofy? I would help him pay for Max's college.
Oh.
Because he's a loving dad and he deserves help when he needs it. I mean, I won't have that much to contribute to Goofy. I got my own expenses, but you can have like 2%.
2%?
It'll add up.
Yeah, you're right.
What about you? I know you finna yuck Goofy.
No. Well, if you had asked me this, like, what, 5 years ago, I would have been like, I would give him a punch.
I would stab him in the
I would
side.
give him a swing.
She and Goofy had beef.
But now... so weird.
Like, that's not a joke. She actually had beef with Goofy.
Even though I'm vegan, we have beef. No, like you said, I would help him with his son. Because, like, that's literally the only thing he cares about. And it's so cute. Oh, and that.
Do you think his wife died?
So, actually...
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Right? My friend told me that he and Clarabelle, is that her name?
The cow, yeah. I thought they were a thing.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so, wait. Do you think that that whole group, the Mickey Mouse and Goofy and them, do you think they actually have like a timeline, and that the Goofy movie happens after Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because Max is nowhere to be seen, and him and Clarabelle are just having like a budding romance? We need to flesh this out for a full podcast.
Conspiracy theory.
Right? So, Jayme, what would you do for that deer over there by the tree?
I would help that little boy. No. Honestly, nothing. Just watch it.
Yeah. I think I would give it a loaf of French bread.
If we had any.
You think I don't have French bread on me? We can get some though. I got a place. I got a French bread guy. Cause you know they say don't feed bread to ducks. Maybe I shouldn't give him French bread.
I would give him blueberries.
That's a good idea. I'll give him strawberries. Just whole fruit salad.
I know, the poor baby.
I know, he's
I
so
would
lost.
Hug him.
All the way out here by our studio in this very high class business district. How'd you get here, dear?
I would hug him, make sure he's warm.
That's important.
Find out if it's a mom and it has little kids or something.
Did deer take care of their young?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, you know that movie Spirited Away?
That's the one.
Have you seen?
I've seen like half of it. Okay.
Because I don't even know the name of it. Okay. What would you do? Oh, what?
I don't know. What would I do? I should stop doing visual gags.
What would you do for Taylor Swift?
Oh, Taylor Swift. I don't know how we should feel about her.
Yeah.
Cause I think I would just I think I would pretend that she tripped me as I like walk past her. I'd like walk past her and I'd like trip and I'd be like, ah, and then I'd turn around and she'd like, look what you made me do.
Oh my god, Jacob.
And yeah, and then she'd sue me for copyright. But it'd be worth it.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you do for Taylor Swift?
Give her a pat on the back, say, good job. That's it.
For what?
For making it big. I don't know. Wasn't she like a little country girl?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm a Taylor Swiftery.
And she's like really famous now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Good for
So
her.
I'd be like, good job.
Yeah. So, what would you do for I had a person, but I completely forgot. Oh, what would you do for Princess Peach of the Mushroom Kingdom?
I would pay for karate lessons or some sort of self-defense lessons.
Yeah.
Because I know she'd be always getting stolen by Bowser. Like, girl, you think you would learn by now not to trust that little turtle? What is he?
Koopa? Oh, I mean, his
Bowser?
minions are called the Koopas.
No, what is he? Like a little dinosaur, I guess?
He's like a turtle, dragon.
Yeah. Bowser.
Yeah.
I would just, like, tell her, you don't need no man. You don't need no Mario to help you. You can help yourself. Or maybe I'll help her,
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, there's a lot I'd want to do for her because she's great. She's great. But I think I would do doubles tennis with her. We'd be partners because I know she does Mario tennis. So be a good bonding activity. Get us both active.
You're right.
Yeah, because sometimes you just need a little break from princessing.
Going on with that. What would you do for Warrior?
Wario?
Wario.
Ooh, girl.
Ew.
You seen that mouth? It smash?
Oh my god.
No, what would I do for Wario? Do you think he's fat? Or do you think he's like buff fat? Because he's got, like,
Yeah.
biceps.
He's
He's buff.
He reminds me like a little like
Sumo.
yeah, like a little wrestler.
Yeah. So, for Wario, he's always, like, talking about money. So, for Wario, I think I would help him invest in the stock market.
Oh my god.
What about you? I know how you be looking at Wario.
Ew, stop.
Wow, don't shame Wario on my podcast.
I would just talk to him. I'll be like, who hurt you? What's wrong? Why are you mad all the time?
Shoot.
I would talk to him while we like clean his motorcycle and just chill, you know?
Mhm.
That's it.
Nice. Okay. Talk about a lot of, like, cartoon characters and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So I'll try to do a real person again. Wasn't the only real person we did Harry Styles? Or we did Kanye too.
Oh, Taylor.
Oh, right, her. Okay, so what would you do for... That was a good mouth pop. What would you do for... Nicki Minaj?
Ooh, I would. If she needed. Okay, what's something that you don't need two of?
You don't need two of?
Yeah.
Did you say key? You're gonna give her your kid. Oh, you meant like, I thought, you mean of your body.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, what don't you need two of them? And I'm like, China?
No.
Like fine China?
No. Like
Um,
from your body. What do you?
yeah, I think kidney.
Yeah.
Lung, I think people survive with one.
I mean, my lungs are terrible.
You don't really need both them legs.
No. I would do something internal. How do you
Mhm.
say it? ESL. I would do something internal and give it to her if she needed it. Like, that's what I would do for Nikki.
Yeah, I would get matching tattoos with her. Yeah, and then while we're getting matching tattoos, I would show to her that I know all of the rap verses to all of her songs. And she'd be like, damn, I don't even remember some of this. I'm like, I didn't think that song went well. And I'm like, I still know it. No fuck, wait.
Okay. What would you do for Benjamin Franklin?
Oh my god. I would help him hide those 15 bodies in his basement.
Ew.
For those of you who don't know, historians found 15 bodies inside of Benjamin Franklin's basement.
Mm-hmm. What up with that?
Yeah, I'd help him hide them better. Like, they shouldn't have found him. Come on, Benjamin. You got electricity, but you don't got a shovel.
What would I do for Benjamin
You could dress up like him and then make him think he's looking in the mirror. You could pull pranks because you two are twins.
I would help him. Whatever. I would be his assistant. No, because he seems like a cool guy. Well, besides those.
Besides
15,
the 15 bodies.
Yeah, he seems like an interesting white guy. So.
Interesting white guy.
Yes, I think it'd be cool to learn from him if I was his assistant.
Okay. So, what would you do for... What would you do for Yoshi?
Yoshi. Oh, he's so cute.
I know, I love Yoshi.
I would give him, I would cook for him all the time.
What do you think Yoshis eat? They eat like apples, right? I think I've seen them eat apples.
They will fit anything in there.
What are you trying to say, Jayme?
I'm trying to, no. Yeah, I would just hang out with him.
Do you think Yoshi likes being ridden? Like a horse? Like...
Oh, yeah, I was like,
Because you know Mario rides him.
no.
No? Well, Then I was gonna say I might give him a fun little rodeo, but if he doesn't like being if he doesn't like being ridden, then I guess I won't. So, like actually ridden, like piggyback. So, what do I do for Yoshi? I think I would help him take care of those babies. You know, he has a whole island where he just takes care of babies. So, someone's gotta help. But I hate babies, so I'm not gonna do that, actually. For Yoshi, I would buy him new shoes. He's always wearing the same shoes. He needs new ones.
You're right.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, they had to be worn out with how much he's running around. Okay, so this should be our last round. So we just do
Okay.
one more person.
I don't know her real name, or I don't know her nickname. I think I do. What would you do for Bad Baby?
Danielle Bergoli?
Is that her name?
I think so. I would cash her outside. That's what I would do.
For real.
What would I do? I would. First, I would take her mom. They have beef. I would put her up in a nice home so that Danielle doesn't have to deal with her and she also has a nice home. And then I would sign her to a label that's going under so that she has like a few minutes of fame and then she crashes and then she has to think about how she lost it because it wasn't even her fault. And then she has to pick herself back off the ground. Yeah, I need some character development from you, Danielle. Bad baby.
For real.
I need you to be a good baby.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
What show was she on?
Dr. Phil?
I would put her with Maury. And see if he can fix that. If not, we taking her to Oprah. We taking her to Jesus.
And then we taking her to Ellen.
if everything else fails, man, just Satan got a friend. No, I'm joking. I'm sure she's
She's like 14.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was that young. She already has a white horse. Okay. So, last one. I feel so much pressure. What would you do for... Oh, this is rough. What would you do for E.T.?
I've never actually seen that movie. Have you?
No. But I know what he looks like.
Yeah. So, oh my god, I think I'm hallucinating. I just saw someone run.
That was
Okay.
E.T.
Right? Okay. For E.T., if he wants to go back home, because I'm sure he's an alien, right?
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial, yeah. If he wants to go back home, if that's what the movie is about, then I would do anything in my power to help him to go back home. But if he wants to stay here, which I don't know why you would,
Yeah, E.T.
I would definitely help him come up, like, I would help his civilization come here to Earth.
That's really sweet.
I know.
I would get him a face mask because his skin is wrinkly.
Oh, the
I'd
poor
get him some
baby.
lotion. He
What
looks
if
crusty.
What if he's like 120 years old?
Right? But as one crusty boy, though, he needs to keep up with that skincare.
Poor E.T.
Maybe at home they have better skincare. Maybe that's why he wants to get back so bad.
Maybe, yeah, the oxygen. No. The oxygen.
Okay, so now we're coming to the end of our podcast. So, still don't have a name for this segment, but how would you rate I'm a Slave for You as a song?
I forgot about that. I personally don't really like Britney Spears. Like, she's cool. Okay, but overall, I would probably rate the song a 4.
4?
Like, I wouldn't listen to it again unless you played it or something.
Oh, call me out, shoot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Like I said, I'm really... I don't think we'll ever choose songs that we don't, like, at least like a little. So I don't think our ratings will ever get too low. I mean, we have some ideas, you know? But... hate podcasts, but... I do like the song. It's not my favorite of hers. It's not my favorite, like... I don't think I'd put it, like, in top 50. So I think I'll give it, like, a 6. Like, it's a good song. A good like flashback bop.
Mm-hmm.
Love the snake, but you know, if you like Britney, you like the song. I like Britney, so I like the song, but I definitely think she has better, so that's kind of why I'm rating it a little lower.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you all for listening. We had a really fun time. Well, I did. You, Jamie?
Yeah.
I really like this
Yeah.
game. Maybe we'll do it some other time. A little more
With the
structured.
guests.
Oh, that would be fun.
Don't scare me.
Oh, that. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.